morning. This is Yome 18. Yome 18th, and I will be telling you today the adventure and the journey on my path when I had my daughter. hmm As her childbirth, like my first childbirth, was very quickly, and such a funny story as well. I'm sure you all have your own funny story, so I would like to share you my story how I had my children. So I already talked about my firstborn. So now this is about my second-born, Melissa Perez Monzo. And so what happened that day, it was, I believe there was a Super Bowl on. Some kind of sport, a big event. Maybe even a soccer game, I don't know. They were in the back of the house. And I had a doctor's appointment. And they were all getting drunk. Or the only ones that weren't there was some wives that didn't go to the party. So no one could give me a ride, but I told my husband, don't worry about it. I'll take the bus. I can take the bus, if I need a ride home, I'll give you a call, but I could also take the bus back home because I always make my appointments early. So I said, okay, be careful. I'm like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So I left on the bus, and I went to my doctor's appointment. As soon as I got there, the doctor examined me, and he says, did you come by yourself, or is your husband with you? And I go, why? And he said, well, because you're already 6 centimeters open. You're ready to have your baby. And if no one is waiting for you out in the parking lot, then I know it's just right across the street because his office was right across the street from College Hospital. So he goes, I have to call the ambulance. And, it's going to be pretty, expensive. Or, it could be because he goes, I don't know your insurance, things, whatever I had. I said, yeah, my husband's in the parking lot. I lied. He was not in the parking lot. He was back home watching the game with his family. True story. Sorry, Melissa. Yes, this is about Melissa Perez Monzo. I don't remember if I mentioned her name or not. Melissa Perez Monzo, she's my second-born. And anyway, so I took the bus to the office. They said I was 6 centimeters, and doctor asked me if my husband was there, and I said, oh yeah, he's in the parking lot. I goes, okay, tell him to take you to the hospital as soon as possible. Go to the emergency room and tell him that you're ready to have your baby. I said, okay. But I was feeling fine. I didn't know labor. I didn't feel anything. So I said, okay. So I just walked in the hospital. As I was walking, I knew I had to go check into the emergency room. So I said, this time, I'm going to look inside the emergency room. And if it's busy like last time, I'm not waiting and I'm not talking. I'm just going to go straight back up and let them handle the business up there. Because I guess I probably had high anxiety levels back then that I didn't recognize, or I just still couldn't be in so much big, large crowds. So, and I always tried to do things, I try to be a problem solver and solve my problems on the spot. So I could just let go and move on, and not deal with it. If I could deal with it, fine. If not, well, then, just forget it. I'm going to get a big headache over it. So besides, anyway, that's my brain and that's how I think. This is my yummy moment. So I did. I went to the emergency room and I checked out the emergency room and it was busy again. So I went out of the emergency room and I went around the whole hospital in the front entrance and I took the elevator up to the delivery room. And I went up there, and the lady goes, excuse me, ma'am, you're not supposed to be here. And I go, I'm checking in because I'm ready to have my baby. My doctor sent me over. She goes, didn't you check downstairs? I go, well, it was so crowded, and I didn't want to wait, so I just came up, I didn't. She goes, well, you have to check in and register and blah, 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 and who knows what, and whatever. So just like I thought. She said, but you know what? We can take you in. There's a bed here that's open, and we'll register you, and we'll take care of you there. Okay. They got me on the bed and everything. And they're all, oh, my God. You're close to 9 centimeters. You're 8 centimeters. We got to get you in the labor room as soon as possible, and we haven't even shaved you or prepared you or whatever the hell they do. And so they're taking me from my gurney straight to the delivery room. As we're going to the delivery, the doctor has been notified. And they're transferring me over to the labor bed where you deliver your babies. And as soon as they put me down, her head comes out. And the nurse says, "Oh my God, the head just popped out." And the doctor goes, "Wait, what? I'm not even ready yet. I haven't even scrubbed." And so he scrubbed really quickly, and the nurses, while they're talking this conversation, he's scrubbing away and drying, putting his gloves and all that shit. Sorry, and 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 so by the time he's putting on the last glove, the nurse says, "She's coming out." While he runs over and he catches her body and her, pushes the nurse out of the way and catches Melissa's body and takes over his hand, over the nurse's hand, under the head at the same time. So it was very interesting, and she just popped out. And once again, they said, "Oh, you're a super mom. You didn't wait for us, and shame on you. And you're supposed to wait for us, and you're not supposed to push." I go, "I didn't push." So I guess back home, they were worried that I didn't get in contact right after my doctor's appointment, because I usually do as soon as I was out of, I would just let them know, "Okay, I'm out of my appointment, I'm taking the bus," or I feel like walking today, maybe I'm gonna walk halfway and then I'll take the bus. Or sometimes they would go pick me up. So his family, they took turns picking me up sometimes in some appointments. His uncle Antonio and his uncle Jose, and all the family, they were really great. They were really great. I've been blessed with my in-laws. Well, anyway, so Melissa became the super baby. And I didn't suffer once again. I didn't have no labor, or I didn't feel no pushing or nothing like that. And our firstborn came out with brown eyes, so we were really happy then. Even though our baby girl came out a little dark, but she's lightened up over the years. I'm bad. But I do love you, Melissa. I love you. There's another story behind that, why you had that darkness, but I'm not going to speak about it now. Because then that could be another time, or that could be your story to tell. Okay, Melissa Monzo, so that was your delivery to the world. And your dad was really, really proud to have a girl with green eyes. And with looking like a little Juan Carlos Jr., but in a girl form. And those dimples, you had dimples, I remember that. And he was just so proud. And for me, as a gift, when you were born, no, when Ruff was born, he bought me this really sexy pink nightgown with the pink robe, with little, not feathers, but little like bomb-bombs or something. It was really, really cute. I saved it for a while, but over the years, things get tossed. And so with you, he bought me a yellow. I don't know why he bought me a yellow pajama. It was long. It was a long one. And with the yellow jacket, too. And so he was very proud of his girl. Especially because she had green eyes like her mama. And they were big like him. Like his. Okay, Melissa Monson, that's your story. I'm putting this down in case if I ever forget when I get older, or whatever, you can just replay this back. And you can remind you, or maybe even remind myself, how that moment was. I love you, Melissa, and I wish you well. And I know you're going to do great in life, and you keep on going. You got to do what you got to do, and as much as you can do, and just look out for yourself. Never ever forget about yourself. Okay, darling. And hopefully, if you don't get married one day, it's okay. It's cool. Está bien, está bien. No te tienes que casar. Hay gente que está más feliz. ¿Sí? Hay gente en este mundo que se sienten solos. Hay diferentes razones por qué la gente está junto. Okidoki poki. Yo te quiero mucho. Que Dios te bendiga, mi chula. My beautiful lady. Remember, we used to call you beautiful, was your nickname. And Michas, I used to call you Michas. You know, when you were a little girl, Michas, get over here. Michas, where are you? Michas, help me over here. And your daddy would say, beautiful, get over here. Beautiful over there. And everybody used to call you beautiful, but I was the only one calling you Michas, Michas. And I don't remember any other nickname, but I remember those nicknames. Okay, my love. Peace.